See, you want to do big shit, but you just continue to bitch out like a little bitch. See, here's the thing that I come into every fucking day of my life. I come into this bitch voice, this voice that tells me to snooze my alarm, this voice that tells me you don't have to post, this voice inside of me that says I don't have to record these, or that I just should relax because things are working or things are doing okay for me. But see, the problem with this is that every single time I listen to that voice, I get a negative outcome. Meaning, I sleep in and then I feel like shit and then I'm playing catch up the rest of the day and I sit there going, damn dude, if I just woke up on time or I just listened to the voice that told me, hey man, get up at 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning, whatever it is for you. But there's that voice that says, hey dude, I want more. And for so long I've listened to this voice that told me to be comfortable. I listened to this voice that said it's okay to have the results that you have. It's okay to just not work as hard, not push as hard. And then there came a time in my life where I was like, what would happen if I didn't listen to that voice? What would happen if I listened to this voice that continues to make me feel uncomfortable, continues to tell me to do the harder thing, continues to tell me to do the extra rep in the gym? See, I had to identify one thing. I had to identify why even listen to this voice in the first place. Because half the time we don't have a strong enough reason why to actually pull us to do the things that are uncomfortable. Things to pull us to do things that are truly, truly going to push us forward in life. See, when my why was, I just want to be a millionaire, or I want to be something that didn't seem that obtainable to me at the time, it didn't push me to do anything. I just sat constantly listening to this bitch voice over and over and over again because my reason why to say no to it was too weak. So then I had to switch my reason and I had to go, okay, cool, what am I going to do? I wanted to be a beacon for young guys to be able to actually look at a place of a young guy just like them who deals with the same struggles, the same fucking problems, lives in the same society, and yet chooses to actually do the hard thing, chooses to push through and chooses to do the thing that's going to make his life better. This was the decision that I had to make because I had to realize that there was this pain of walking around with not feeling enough. There was this pain and guilt and shame around feeling like I could have done more, but then constantly never could get myself to flip the switch and actually do it. And see, a lot of us sit here in this place as young men and we go, damn dude, I want more for my life. I want to be a millionaire. I want to do these things, except for I can't even make fucking $10,000 or I can't even get myself to get out of bed on time. Do you think that your correlation with money has everything to do with the 1% improvements you're not making in your life? See, I used to fool myself for a very long time thinking that wasn't the case. Thinking that snoozing my alarm was not the actual habit that needed to change to get me to start being the guy that could make more money. Not realizing the whole time that every time I negated my word and every time I promised myself I was going to do something and didn't, my confidence and certainty went down to the fucking shitter. And when it went down to the shitter, here's what happened. I wasn't able to make sales calls. I wasn't able to stand as a beacon for myself. I wasn't able to actually be proud of the things I was doing, so I would just continue the shameful acts like watching porn or sitting at home feeling sorry for myself, looking at Instagram and going, why don't I have this body? Why don't I have this? Well, dude, it's because you couldn't fucking keep your promises. You think that if individuals that are sitting with millions of dollars in their bank account are any different from you, you're fucking lying to yourself. They're normal human beings that have to make decisions every single day, no different than you and I. But the problem is that we think they're different. We think that they've figured something out. We thought that they figured out a quick hack that made it work. And the reality is that's not true. I've sat in rooms with millionaires. I've been in conversations with guys that literally, I was on the conversation with Wes Watson and he had made $75,000 before we got on our call. By the way, our call was at 7 in the morning. This guy literally told me he had closed more than a yearly salary of some normal average person before he got on a 7 a.m. call with me. What was the difference? The difference was that he was able to follow through with the promises he said he was going to do. So when he says he's going to wake up at 2:45 in the morning, he does. And when he says he's going to go and reach out to 20 people, he does. But if you constantly are sitting in a place of questioning your own voice and questioning the certainty in yourself, then it doesn't matter what fucking trick or hack you fucking figure out. It's the same thing as if I thought that me being jacked was just a simple steroid shot away, and then all of a sudden I'd look like a jacked Greek god. That's not the case. There's no quick hack to this, guys. There isn't. It's you being able to show up every single day and to be able to create confidence and certainty in your own word. This is the problem that most people have and most people can't get over, because they continue to not follow through. And what's hard is to follow through when you don't know if it's going to work. See, I didn't know if waking up or going to the gym when I was skinny was going to work. I just knew that I was tired of being picked on, and I wanted to be a guy that could be confident in his body when he looked in the mirror. And so I had to risk the uncomfortability. Going into a gym when you're 130 pounds and you're fucking skinny as shit, and you're looking at all these other guys that are way bigger than you, it's uncomfortable as fuck. But if I can't face that uncomfortability, then I can't have the reward on the other end. So I can't sit here going, damn, dude, look, like I fucking finally got some fucking arms that I can be proud of. I finally got a physique that I can look at and go, hell yes, bro, well done. And the only reason that I could get there was because I wasn't concerned about the timeline it was going to be to pull it off. What I was concerned about was doing the daily action. Was I going to the gym, yes or not? Was I going to actually follow through with my word? Was I going to stop trusting everyone else before trusting myself? These are the things that are going to create your life to be a life that you actually are inspired by. It's not finding a quick trick or asking ChatGPT the answer. See, the answers are within you. But if you don't take the time, like meditating, like taking the time to listen to your voice, taking the time to follow through when it tells you to do something, then it doesn't matter. Because I've tried everything under the sun to get rich quick, and it doesn't work. What I've done, though, is that I've figured out how to be able to just simply trust my own voice so that when I say I'm going to do something, I actually do it. See, and this can string across every fucking area of life. You want the girl that you want? Well, you better be able to have confidence and certainty to go up to her, but that's going to come from within you. If you want the fucking money and you want to be able to get into rooms with big guys that have made some money, well, guess what? They're going to sniff the fucking uncertainty off of you if you don't trust your own voice. So you better be able to walk into that room and trust that you can stand up tall and you can say what you say and you can trust what you say. These are all things in which if you don't actually hone in on them, you're going to consistently feel shitty for yourself. You're consistently going to question whether or not you know the right answers. And this is all over the fact that you have just been kind of being a bitch and listening to the lazy ass voice that tells you everything's fine, tells you everything's comfortable, and hey, don't chase uncomfortability because that's weird. I have learned to do the opposite. Chase uncomfortability every single day. Chase the hard habit every single day. And get to a place where instead of seeing something as hard, you see it as a challenge to overcome. See it as a place that you can actually grow from and actually be the guy that is proud of every action that he took that day. Because you string that across a couple weeks, you string that across a couple months, and all of a sudden you're someone that you can't even recognize anymore because that guy has certainty in the way that you never could imagine under the uncertainty that you live in every single day. It's simply a choice. And will you make that choice today to become better? Because every single day, everyone wakes up with the same conditions. The sun fucking comes up, the sun fucking goes down. The only question is, what are you doing while the sun's up, and what are you actually doing with your time? Because time's the only currency that we truly have. So, let's get after it today, and let's make sure that you actually become the guy that said he was going to do some shit. And I want you to comment below what you promised to yourself. And I want you to look back on this video a couple weeks from now when you have implemented that every single fucking day. And then go, damn, I really got this far? And then you're going to continue doing that with everything you do. And now your word will become gold. Not only to you, but to everyone else around you. And that's when you're going to find the results that you really want in life. Because not only will you be centered with yourself and God, but you'll be centered with your voice. And you'll be able to know that when you speak, you can be listened to because you listen to yourself. Stop listening to all these other fuckers. And start listening to you. And let's go have a fucking great day and let's go make the best out of it because that's all we fucking got.